In order to begin making my figure sculpture, I need to create an armature. So you'll get a handout that looks like this and it has the directions written on it. The first thing I need to do is cut on the lines. The line at the bottom will separate the bottom part into two legs. Then I'll cut these two lines. This will be an arm, a head, and another arm. Once I've cut those lines, I'm going to squeeze together one side for a leg, the other side for the other leg. I'll take one of the top pieces and squeeze that for the arm, and then the other side for the arm. It doesn't look like a person yet, so I'm going to squeeze the middle part. And then I can start to form it into the shape of a body. In order to do that, I'm going to need some tape. I'm going to ask you not to use the scissors to get your tape because the glue from the tape kind of makes the scissors so that they don't really work after you've cut a couple pieces of tape. So we're going to use our fingernails to start pulling a piece of tape up. In order to tear the tape, you put your thumbs along one side or one edge. I'll pull one hand up and one hand down. I'm going to get a couple pieces of tape, and then I'll be ready to start forming my figure sculpture. All right. So here I am with my piece of paper that has two arms, two legs, and this part in the middle is the head. Maybe I'll start by crunching the middle of the paper in to make the torso. The torso is the part of your body from your shoulders to your hips. So I'll put one or two pieces of tape here. All right. Next, I'm going to use my hands and squeeze those legs. The skinniest part of our leg is down by our ankle, so I might even twist it, and then I'll use a piece of tape to secure it. I'll do the same thing to the other leg as well. Now for the arms. The head is the trickiest part, which is why I left it for last. What I'm basically going to do is start to crumble it at the top and then kind of roll it around. It makes kind of like a ball shape. I'm going to squeeze where the neck is, and maybe I'll put a piece of tape at the neck. If I can't make it go all the way around, I'll just start in the front and then turn it over, continue to wrap it. Okay. That did a pretty good job of making my head shape secure so it's not coming undone. But if it is coming undone, all you have to do is use a piece of tape and lightly wrap it around. Now, an important thing about someone's head is that the neck kind of angles forward. It has a chin. So I want you to make sure that your sculpture has a little bit of a chin there. And if it does, terrific. If not, maybe you can readjust things or add another piece of tape underneath the head to give it a chin. The last step before I start to paper mache is to put my figure in the correct position. So kind of figure out what exactly you want your figure to be doing. Once you've made your armature, it's time to start paper macheing. And this might take us more than one class to do, but I've started with a brown paper bag and I've torn it into small pieces that are smaller than my hand. Once I've done that, I'm ready to get some glue. This is paper mache glue. I'll use a couple fingers and smooth the glue on the front, smooth the glue on the back, and then find a place on my sculpture to wrap that piece of paper around. The idea is that I really want to have a couple layers on each part of the sculpture. That will give it strength, and that will make it so that the papers don't fall off. So I started at a leg. I'm just going to work my way up that leg to the torso, all the way up to the head. The head part is the trickiest part. I really want to smooth that paper down to make a nice smooth oval shape for the head. So after you lay the paper down, make sure you rub it a little bit to keep that head shape. When I get to my last pieces of paper for the day, I'll use my last piece, just wipe up any glue that might be on the table, and attach it to your sculpture. The last thing I need to do is use a piece of paper, write my name on that paper, and then paper mache it to the ankle. That way we know whose is whose.